My name is James Mellart. In 1951, I discovered an ancient settlement in the Middle Eastern country of Turkey. But it wasn't until 1958, 7 years later, that I could seriously investigate the site. It was well worth the wait, though, because the discoveries I made have given historians a great deal of information about the lives of prehistoric people. The ancient world has fascinated me since I was a boy in Denmark. When I was 11 years old, my uncle gave me a book about ancient Egypt that I read from cover to cover. I became so interested in ancient writings that I taught myself Egyptian, Greek, and Latin so I could read the original texts. When I was a young man, I worked in a museum and then later went on to college where I continued to study the ancient world. While at college, I became interested in an ancient group of people called sea people. I read ancient stories that told the sea people sailing the Mediterranean Sea and fighting great battles with other peoples. After college, I decided to see if I could discover evidence of these mythical people. I traveled to Turkey to investigate sites on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea. That's where I discovered Catal, Hoyuk. I clearly remember the day I discovered the amazing city, which had lay buried under the earth for almost 9,000 years. It was a cold November afternoon, and two friends and I were investigating a large mound of earth at the site. While my friends searched the top of the mound, down below I collected some pottery and arrowheads that I had found on the ground. Suddenly, I felt a rush of excitement. The wind had swept away some of the mound's dirt, revealing a building wall underneath. At that moment, my friends came running down the mound yelling, "It's Neolithic at the top!" meaning that our discovery was from the Neolithic period. And I couldn't contain my excitement and shouted back, "It's bloody Neolithic at the bottom as well!" Over the years, the team and I excavated Catal Hayuk and found many treasures. We uncovered 12 separate levels of mud brick buildings, each level built on top of the other. The buildings were constructed so close together that we realized the city had no streets. We were surprised to find a lot of finely made obsidian tools. Since obsidian, a black glass-like stone, was not common to the area around Catal Hayuk, we also found objects carved from stone, beautiful wall paintings, lots of different kinds of pottery, metal objects, the remains of fish bones, and other types of food, and statues of what appear to be goddesses. We also discovered an ancient dried lake bed near the city. As we continued to excavate many wonderful objects and ruins of Catal Hayuk, it became clear it once was a large, thriving city with a rich culture.